Good morning, the boxing world. Welcome to Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy Rolon. All right, now last night we had some a really good card. Golden Point Promotions came off with a good card. There was some good fights we seen, and I want to have some conversations about that. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my man Rajon Pittman Champions. Got a nice podcast with some good content. Look him up, hit him up, give him some views and some subscribers. Rajon Pittman Champions. All right, this is Derek Poppy Rolon at Strictly Boxing. What I want to talk about tonight is the fight card of last night. We saw a couple of good fights, but I think that the main event was a disappointment to me. The first fight we talked about that I like Curiel beat versus Diaz. He stopped him in, I believe it was the 8th round. He looked pretty good doing that. Curiel looked pretty good. And he stopped him. Clear stoppage. Wasn't no mishaps in the fight. He was just a superior fighter that night, and he beat Diaz with no problem. Barbosa Jr. versus Dingo. That right there was also a good fight. I think that Dingo came to fight. He did the best he could do. Man, I think those fighters, man, from the overseas and different countries, they like to throw their punches wide all the time, man. Always throwing around here. I'm having little problems with that sometimes, training the kids and teaching the kids about those wide punches, man. I don't know where they get that from, but once you learn how to fight, man, you would learn that the straight punches, like they say, the straightest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Straight punches will beat you every time, man. So when you're training your fighters, man, all the wild hooks and overhand rights and stuff, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Straight down punches always do better. We need to kind of stay focused on that. And Barbosa Jr., man, he stopped him in the 5th round. Straight punches, and he was sharp, and he looked pretty good doing it. Another fight, man, that I really want to talk about before I go into the main event was Davies versus Baroso. I'm sorry. Now, if you remember, Baroso was the guy that falsely got stopped. I believe Tony Weeks had stopped him against Rolly Romero. And against Rolly, he had stopped him when he was winning. And it was like, why would you stop that fight? This guy's winning the fight. There was a lot of controversy behind it. And he was out for justice. He wanted to show that he was back out and wanted to get back in the line with things. So Baroso did good. He beat Davies pretty good. He stopped him. I think it was the 6th round. But he stopped it, looked really good. He hit really hard. And I agree with his team that the fight should have went on with him and Rolly, and he maybe get another shot now. Rolly got a fight coming up, a big fight coming up with Garcia, so we'll see what happened with that. But Baroso redeemed himself after that loss, came back and got a 6th round stoppage over Davies. Now, the main event. Let's talk about the main event. Virgil Ortiz making a long comeback after a long layoff over Frederick Lawson. We all anticipated a good fight. We all thought we were going to see a good fight. And the good fight was going. I mean, the first round, it looks like Lawson throwing some good jabs. Virgil throwing some good jabs. They both filling each other out. It's a fill-out round. Both fights look like it's going to be a good fight. Ortiz caught him with a couple of good shots. He covering up a little bit, blocking, just trying to get a fill out for the first round. That's what it's about. And out of nowhere, I can't understand why Tony Weeks jumps in and stops the fight. What is going on? I don't know. I thought the bell rung or something. He jumped in for no apparent reason. I didn't see any reason for the fight to be stopped. I know the announcers, they want to be political. They want to talk, right? Oh, well, he got hit with a body shot. Or he was hurt with a jab. No, he wasn't. It was a fill-out round. It wasn't nothing done wrong. Tony Weeks, I don't know, in my opinion, he just jumped in and stopped the fight. I wish I knew why. I don't understand why. And I'm going to tell you something. When something like that happens, even Virgil Ortiz team was disappointed with that because they need the work. They need the work, man. And he couldn't get the work because the referee stopped the fight. Now, in my opinion, I'm starting to think that maybe referees get shell shock as much as the fighters. I mean, you get some fighters that, scared to get hit. Once you get scared to get hit, you shouldn't fight anymore. And then maybe referees seen so many punches and knockouts that they stop the fight prematurely. And maybe if they get to that point, they don't need the ref anymore. Now, this Tony Weeks is the same Tony Weeks that allowed Diego Corrales to get knocked down 2 times, hurt, mouthpiece knocked out, and up and don't stop the fight. I did an interview with him. If you check out through my videos, you'll see I did an interview with Tony Weeks and Harvey Dock. It was an awesome interview, giving referees a chance to explain themselves. If you look on my videos, both referees, Tony Weeks and Harvey Dock, came together and explained to me what referees are up against and what they got to deal with. And I was glad. I learned a lot from it. But last night, I didn't see a reason for anybody to stop that fight. I just couldn't see it. Virgil Ortiz gets a first round TKO over Frederick Lawson. We have no idea what Lawson was looking like. He threw some nice jabs. He was moving pretty good. He was in the ring. He was blocking. Tony Weeks messed up again, you guys. Tony Weeks messed up again. Same type of thing he did with Baroso on the card. Stop the fight and let Rolly win. That's 2 mistakes. I don't know. I think he might be finished. I think that Tony Weeks made 2 mistakes in boxing. 2 huge mistakes that really is going to affect the careers of these fighters. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I would like to know what you think about the fight. I would like to know if you saw the fight, if you think the fight should have been stopped, if you think that Lawson was hurt. If you see something I didn't see, I rewind it over and over again. I didn't see a reason for the fight to be stopped so soon. These are fighters fighting for their life. They're fighting to go up, and I don't see how. I mean, I understand. You don't want nobody to get hurt, but he didn't get hurt with nobody. No headshots. It looks like he was covering up pretty good. He was blocking. He probably got hit with one, or maybe the body shot, 1 punch to the head, but he blocked pretty much every punch that Ortiz was throwing. Fight shouldn't have been stopped. This is Derek Pop Rollout of Strictly Boxing. Please like the video, share the video, and please comment on what you think about the fight. Did Tony Weeks messed up? What do you think about his future as a referee in boxing? This is Derek Pop Rollout at Strictly Boxing. Peace.